welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is Ganbare Super Strikers. I'm trying to remember what Ganbare means.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, um, because when I hear the word Ganbare, I think of Ganbare Goemon.
Mm-hmm.
But this has nothing to do with that series. Um, and has everything to do with soccer or football, depending on your region. Um, and this is, if nothing else, a fairly unique take on, well, sports in general, but soccer, as it's not, not just a soccer game, it's a soccer tactical RPG. Really done in the style of Mega Man Battle Network. Like, it's very grid based, you know, certainly
So I'd
not.
like to make a Mega Man Battle Network soccer joke here, but I feel like people wouldn't get it.
Probably
I
not.
get it.
I mean, I get it too. Like, thankfully, they never. Thankfully, Mega Man never returned to the soccer well after the first joint or jaunt. Anyway, so we were given the PlayStation 4. We were given a copy of the PlayStation 4 version. So that means over to Petty.
Hi, yes, that's me. As far as the game goes,
Uh-huh.
I'm split on it. Like, it doesn't seem very bad, but it's also, not any really of my interests intersecting in here. Like, I've never been a big fan of soccer, nor have I been that much for tactical RPGs. So,
Understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as, like, the game goes, like, the earlier like stages in the cup, I think the AI is kind of dumb.
I noticed that myself. Like,
Look, there are two ways of doing this kind of game. One of them involves making the AI have vastly different abilities than you, and the other one involves making them dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least at the
Yeah.
beginning. Like,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure like by the end of the game, they will be like golden gods of soccer and untouchable and like how fucking level curves work.
Mm-hmm.
Now, anyway, that being said, this is a turn-based affair as well.
Hmm.
Um, that's the tactical parts, because this has more to do with, say, Fire Emblem than International Superstar Soccer or FIFA or anything like that.
Yeah, if you're looking for something like FIFA or even Football Manager, you're gonna have a bad time.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, I'm like, and the management aspect of this game is, well, more role playing based. Like, it's equipping your players with stronger and better equipment, so they'll do better on field. Not so much worrying about the finances of a team.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, it's it's gonna be an acquired taste because soccer tactical RPG, unusual mix, but I played the PC version for a bit. Didn't really have time because I had a much bigger game to tackle this week. But from what I played, it's solid stuff. Um, Probably better played with a second player because, yeah, the AI can be quite dumb.
mm-hmm.
And also worth noting, this is not a grounded soccer game. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
just talking about like the in terms of like the cartoony graphics. You have superpowers here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the first ability that you unlock, your super ability, is you freeze the ball, and that will freeze the players in place. Like, and here's one here, the drowsy pass. You know, somehow the soccer ball is putting people to sleep.
It seems to be implied that it's knocking them out or something like that.
Yeah. You know, it's like, I guess, you know, the ball is being aimed at the head or whatever. No. And much like other RPGs, all of the battling, that is to say, the passing, the kicking, you know, the everything that you would do in a soccer game is done numerically. Like, you can see the calculations here, and you know, your typical RPG wisdom prevails. Like, bigger number, good.
Bigger number mean you win.
Bigger number good, except for AC and Dungeons and Dragons before fucking whatever edition.
Third.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, and let's not even go into THACO. But yeah, in terms of accessibility, it's, you know, it's pretty simple. In terms of like what you do on field and in the meta game, for lack of a better term, or the larger game. You know, it's like, and it plays like a soccer game, just, you know, with grids and turns. You know, that means a lot of bouncing back and forth, and you can dive. Though I didn't see an option for flail about madly trying to pretend that you got injured.
So not FIFA, you're saying?
Right. Like, also, I don't think I saw any like penalty violations. You know, shit that would get you a yellow card. There is the
look, man. If the game mechanic involves kicking the soccer ball at someone's head to knock them out, I think we're outside. I think we're outside of the area where penalties are something that we can actually afford to keep track of.
You say that, but I got an offsides penalty at least more than once.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can't just go about being offsides.
Yeah.
Hitting your opponent with a fireball is one thing. Going offsides is something completely different.
Clearly. Like I said, you know, my time was limited, so I can't really talk about game length or anything like that. You know, in terms of matches, they'll go on fairly long. Like, the clock says 10 minutes, but that's more like 10 turns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time somebody ends their turn, 1 minute passes.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about playing an actual, like, 45-minute game or whatever. And there are two modes. There's the arcade mode, you know, but basically quick play. And the story mode, which is, well, a story mode. Like, you know, you take this rookie team, scrappy underdogs, and you know, take them.
The story mode is realistic.
In the terms of, like, it's basically playing out your average Hollywood sports movie plot.
You're not trying to save the planet of Sakaria from the Dark Lord footballus.
That hurt my brain.
I get your point, but no, nothing like that. You know, it's human people on Earth playing soccer.
Like the humans.
Yeah. Anyway, Petty, do you have anything else to add?
Not really. Like, if you're into soccer and or tactical RPGs, you'll probably enjoy this. If you're not, it's kind of a hard sell.
Potentially, but I think this game also has a novelty factor to it. You know, it's just such a strange and unique combination that I could see more than a few people buying in just to, you know, just to see how this would work. Like, or they could be tactical RPG fans. Like, it's not the deepest tactical RPG, um, but it's solid enough on its own. Twilight, what were your impressions of the game?
Yeah, I enjoyed it fairly well myself. It's okay, not the most engaging game that tactical RPG game that I've played, but eh, eh, if I spent more time with it, I'm pretty sure I would have actually really gotten into it. I just only played some of the first 3 matches, and that was about it. And as it was said before, the AI was on the dumb side, and since there is a, if it was possible, I would probably enjoy the game more with the local multiplayer aspect of it.
Right. Because let me just look here. I don't think this game had an online.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it's local online. Uh, well, actually, I don't think this had a multiplayer mode. Now that I think about it,
I'm pretty sure it does, actually.
I think.
It does have a multiplayer mode, but it's only arcade mode. There's no
Yeah,
like
that's
co-op
In
with the
arcade
story.
mode, yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that, which makes sense. Anyway, in terms of pricing, so uh, yeah, this game was ported to the consoles by Radalakia Games. Yeah, this is a bit outside their normal wheelhouse, and as such, it's got an abnormal price. Same price as the PC version, um, but it's going for $9.99. Like, in terms of strategy RPG pricing, that's really good. If a bit honestly on the budgetary side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because strategy RPGs tend to have a lot of content and are very long and involved, and this game doesn't seem to it's not the next shining force, let's say, but it's definitely a larger and deeper game than the average game that's picked up by Radalakia Games. Like, and I know we bang on about this quite often, but once again, you know, we have seriously reviewed. God, I would have to go back and count. Like, it's
Probably multiple dozens is a safe bet.
yeah, something like that. Maybe not that many, but it's well into the double digits. Like, I'd say ballpark spitball thing, like 30 games. And spoiler alert, more are on the way. Like I said, they literally like release a game a week. So yeah, that's a big reason why they're so prominent on the show. They just crank out their ports with um, very large precision. And anyway, on that scale, this is definitely a few cuts above their normal fare.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd say a 6. This is a solid 6 kind of game. Like, in terms of strategy, it's a bit shallow, but on the other hand, it's still a pretty decent strategy game. And yeah, I think that'll about do it for Ganbare Super Strikers here. Anyway, so that'll after the break, we will be reviewing Pity Pit.